It's summer, and here in my neighborhood, that means one thing. Our friend Russ is looking for some help in throwing another pool party. So this year, we're going to do a little sunset yoga and get centered before we then go get crooked. We're going to start off with a Namastini. It's cucumber and cilantro infused vodka with a little bit of fresh lime juice and simple syrup. We're going to make a delicious summery gazpacho with a fiery yogurt sauce, hollowed out cucumber cups with a luscious crab salad, and Jess's crunchy granola with yogurt and berries. A few lovely little decorations by the pool, some beautiful yoga music, and before you know it, you're ready to get centered and then get crooked. Namaste.
Well, hello there and welcome to our yoga party, Namaste. As we always love, our friend Russ is back and ready to entertain at his house. So obviously, we are here to help. And how do we always start off? Cocktail. And then we're praying, but I was thinking cocktail, we'll try that too.
We're praying for a really great cocktail.
Well, you know what? Then you are going to be very happy and super centered before you go and get crooked. We've put together something called a Namastini. What we have done is we have infused cucumber and cilantro with vodka. It's very easy. You just chop up a cucumber, take all the seeds out of it, put it in your vodka along with some cilantro, put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for like 2 to 3 days. You can get rid of the cucumber afterwards, or you can do what we did, which is save it. We're going to garnish with it. Very pickled. We had this guy try one out and it was strong.
Delicious.
Yes, a little strong, but that's okay, that's good. That's how we like our cocktails. Okay, so this is our vodka now. So we're going to do a cup of the cucumber cilantro vodka. And do you like the color of it?
The color is beautiful.
Can you smell it?
The essence of cucumber, cilantro.
Very fresh, very summery.
It sure is. And actually, Jen is not a huge fan of cilantro, but I'm gonna make you a changed woman.
We're gonna turn you. Yes.
I try it all the time because I feel like I should like it. It looks like something I should like.
So
I always say it's so up your alley. This is something you would.
So summery.
It really is.
And it's in salsa and
It's delicious. So now we're going to do a half a cup of lime juice as well. Mix that in. And then a third of a cup of simple syrup, which I always, it's very easy to make your own. Very easy. It is a cup of water with a cup of sugar. You boil it, let the sugar dissolve. It probably takes like 2-3 minutes. Let it cool. Put it in your refrigerator, and that's that. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Ready to turn.
Cilantro, Alex?
Does the Pope wear a funny hat? Thank you. Okay.
The last time I looked.
A Namastini.
Namaste.
Are you ready?
Nope. It's.
See, we're going in.
Look at
With or
that.
without.
Is that beautiful? Is that beautiful?
Okay. Is that delicious?
That's really good.
See, now you're not feeling an overpowering
I'm
taste
not.
of cilantro,
No,
are you?
not at all.
That is
That's
fantastic.
very good. You ready to get crooked?
Let's get crooked.
All right, let's do it. Cheers.
Okay, so we're ready to make the appetizers, and for us, Alex came up with a great idea of doing gazpacho, which we were just saying we haven't had in forever.
I don't know why. It's so easy.
I don't either, especially this time of year with so many great vegetables. So,
Tomatoes that actually taste like tomatoes.
all right, so I'm just going to show you. It's a bunch of vegetables. Hit pulse in a blender. Couldn't be easier. To begin with, we've got a full cucumber, which we just Jen seeded with a spoon nicely. Chop that up and throw those bad boys in there. I'm going to hand you. Bring it over a little bit. Okay, so we've got basically one complete cucumber. This is 3 cloves of garlic. Garlic is up to you. Use your best judgment, Joel. We trust you. 1 red pepper. 1 green pepper, 4 tomatoes, plum variety. Okay, now this is the vegetable portion, so Jen, I'm going to have you go ahead and toast that bad boy, and then I'm going to add in the onion in a moment. Okay, and after the vegetables are pulsed a little bit, we're going to add in the onion, which is 1 whole red onion. I chopped it up loosely beforehand, like all the other vegetables. Throw that bad boy in. Okay, so our last step here is to add the rest of the liquids.
Okay.
We're going to start with 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar, just for a little bit of zip. I'm going to throw that in there. And then 1/4 cup of olive oil to kind of get everything loosened together. And then Jen's actually going to add in 3 cups of tomato juice that are going to go and add the real base for it. You can go ahead and throw that in there.
Alright.
And last but not least is some salt and some pepper. And I'd be generous with both because I feel like this really needs it. So give yourself a good hefty couple pinches of salt and a hefty couple pinches of pepper.
Okay.
And then we will zip this up together and then we're going to serve it.
Alright.
Alright, so the gazpacho is made.
Smells.
We're going to chill it after this too. But for now, Jen's going to start spooning them out into little shooter glasses, or as we like to call them here in Fancyland, plastic cups. But it is a pool, people, so let's not forget that at our party later on, we don't want any breakable items. And while
That way,
she's,
right?
yeah, that's more than enough. And while she does that, we're going to make the fiery yogurt sauce, which is going to add even more kick to this,
smells.
which is just super easy. You want to take a small thing of Greek yogurt. Da-da-da-da. Into that, we are going to put 1 jalapeno that I have chopped up very small and we've not used the seeds because you don't want to kill your guests.
So control the pool.
Exactly. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of agave, which is nice and sweet, as everybody knows, adds a little bit of sweetness, but not too much like honey where it's a little overpowering. And then we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of cumin and paprika. You know what? I'm seriously just going to dash one.
I trust your judgment.
Yeah, we're fine. There's 1. And here's the other. That was a little heavy-handed. For those of you who are watching at home. And a dash of red wine vinegar. And we're going to stir this all up. And then what we're going to do is spoon a tiny bit on top of each of the gazpachos to really finish off the dish nicely.
That looks delicious.
Doesn't it?
This smells like summer garden.
Oh, okay, it's the whole thing. Yum.
Well, that
And that
smells
smells
good
good
too.
too?
Yeah. Let's marry this together.
Oh, if only there was smell-o-vision. A little dollop on each one.
Alright.
And we're good to go.
Cheers.
We have to let you know that off camera we were just eating some of the gazpacho and wow, is it delicious. Like
Crazy good.
crazy, really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna make one that's equally crazy, really, really good. Crab meat salad in cucumber cups. Alex, do you want to explain what you did to the cucumber cups?
I will. This is actually very easy. You just take, we took 3 of those long, thin English cucumbers. You peel all the skin off of them, cut them into like little 1-inch cubes like this. You wind up just taking a melon ball or scooping out the middle to create a little cup like that. Boom, cucumber cup.
They're also good for shots too, if you should be so inclined.
Actually, you know what would be great in one of those is some of this vodka.
Yeah, just saying. Okay, moving on. So we're doing a crab salad in English cucumber cups. There's a common theme to our shows. Have you picked up on that?
Save that cup because you never know what you might want in it later. But anyway, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is a very basic, simple crab meat recipe. You want to let the crab be the star, so get good quality crab for this because you're not going to use a ton of it. This is 8 ounces, which is a ½ pound. And I'm just going to loosely chop it because since we're putting it in such a small vessel, if you will, you want the pieces to not...
Little.
Yeah, exactly, little tiny pieces. So, yeah, you saw how hard that was? Whew, breaking a sweat.
There we go.
Okay, so there's your crab meat. And then also to the crab meat, what I'm going to add is a splash of lemon because, frankly, it wouldn't be seafood without it.
Just half a lemon?
Yeah, half a lemon squeezed in. And then, you know my trick if you've been watching us for a while, to take a red onion and dice it and then put a little bit of apple cider vinegar on it because that takes the sting out of it. So it's when you bite into it, it's not really incredibly raw. So then I diced up some of that and I'm going to add in a healthy, I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons on there. But again, as I said before, the crab is the star.
I thought I was the star.
I knew that was coming. You're welcome, basically, because I knew that was coming. Yeah. And then mayonnaise, this is where you use your discretion. And you know how mine goes, because you know how I feel about mayonnaise.
Jennifer goes heavy on the mayo. This is a surprise to me. I mean, I'll say it. I'm a little surprised here. Mayonnaise? What? What mayonnaise?
And, well, I mean, it's crab. It needs to swim.
And
Swim in mayonnaise. Last but not least, see? Oh, we're so punny today. Okay, a little bit of dill. Little dill goes a long way, unlike mayonnaise. So you don't want to kill it with dill, but you do want to add a little bit in there, not only for color and presentation, but just a tiny bit of taste. Mix that bad boy together.
you got it.
And then we're going to put them in our oh so cute little vessels. Look how cute that looks. It's adorable.
I want to eat one, but I know we're not supposed to because we're supposed to bring it over to the pool. But when we do, I'm going to have 15.
Yeah. Well, you should.
I'm still drinking.
It's hard work.
I'm feeling, it's sort of like a salad cocktail. There's
Totally.
vegetables and herbs.
Totally.
Okay, speaking of things that are really good for you, we're going to make the guests a little bit of a parfait using one of our friend Jess's delicious granola recipe. And I have to say, you might be like, oh, granola, really? It is so delicious.
Good.
It's worth it. It's really worth it. So very easy to make. Okay, all you're going to do is you're going to take a giant bowl, pour in one of those 18-ounce containers of rolled oats, a cup and a half of flaked, unsweetened coconut, but 4 to 5 cups of nuts. I used a mixture of whole cashews, whole walnuts, and where's my other one? Whole almonds. Yum. You put in about 3/4 of a cup of sunflower seeds, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of salt, and then in a separate bowl, you're going to mix together a cup of maple syrup and 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. Drizzle it all over everything.
All these recipes can be found at www.galagirls.com, and you can click on it, and printable recipes are all there for the taking, in case you didn't get all that.
Check it out. You bake it at 350 for about 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes. Be very careful because of all of the oils and the syrup in there. It can burn very easily, and that's a very expensive burnt batch of granola. Take it from me. Whoops. But anyway, so it's really good. So anyway, so then you just let it cool, and you have this delicious granola. And what we are going to do, in a plastic cup, of course, God forbid, you're going to just do a little bit of Greek yogurt, sprinkle on some granola, a little more yogurt, a little bit more granola, and then I'm going to throw on some blackberries and raspberries, and boom, the most delicious little party parfait. Okay, now this party atmosphere is actually going to be very easy because you're going to hear the running water at the pool while everyone's doing their yoga and all that
And you get
jazz.
to take advantage of all the beauty around you already. I mean,
Exactly.
you're in a beautiful backyard,
Right.
so.
One thing I didn't want to do was the burning incense. It kind of gives me a little like, ugh. I know a lot of people
either.
like about it. Not me.
I don't
Anyway, so we're going to go super easy on floral decorations. Okay, so this one thing what I did was I just took a single jar here, put some water in it. We are going to put in, I got this at Whole Foods this morning. I thought it was very pretty, although couldn't tell you what it's
I was
called.
about to say, what's it called?
Left, forgot to ask about it, and just
Who
never
cares?
really
It's
know.
Pretty furry.
Isn't it? Yeah, I know. I called and I was trying to explain. I was like, it's furry, and she really get that. So you get it exactly.
Absolutely.
So here we go. We're gonna throw this right in here,
I love that.
right with the river rocks. Then I'm just gonna fill it up with water, and the river rocks also kind of anchor this other thing that we've got going here. You take a single tea light, which guess what? They float. It's true. Drop it in very carefully. Light it.
Wow, that's a blowtorch.
It sure is. And now you have this beautiful little
That's
arrangement. Isn't that
gorgeous,
cute?
Yeah, and it took what,
You just saw me do it.
30
Took
seconds,
12 seconds,
yeah.
exactly. So that's going to be one, okay, but I don't want the candle to go out. So that's going to be one of our decorations. The other decoration, this is so cool if you're going to be entertaining at a pool. You take bits of,
bubble wrap.
thank you, it's like, what in God's name is this called? You poke a little hole in it, a little bit of it. You take a flower, you cut it, stick it through the
If you can
hole.
find the hole.
If you can find the hole. You just do this, and what we do is we're going to lay them all around the pool, so there's going to be floating flowers in the pool.
So
Totally
cute.
really nice.
Yeah.
We have a great invitation from our friends at Textile Designs. Kick your shoes off, stretch out your mat, and join us for Yoga by the Pool, where we're going to get a new spin on getting zen, get centered, then get crooked. So check it out on our website, greaterbostongallagirls.com. We also are going to be playing a lovely soundtrack with all sorts of songs I have never heard of. I asked everyone on Facebook, and there's a lot of yogis, they know exactly what they're talking
I'm
about.
really not one of them.
Alexi Murdoch, which I've heard of, I threw in a little 07, all sorts of great kind of cool. I didn't go too far down the Middle Eastern route,
Yeah.
so check this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to get everything ready, and we're going to head right over to the pool now.
Fantastic.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Cheers.
Alex, what is this?
Okay, so this is vodka infused with cilantro and cucumber. Then you mix with a little simple syrup and a little lime juice.
Delicious.
Namastini.
Namastini.
Get crooked, folks. Get crooked. Okay, now this is a little gazpacho with a spicy, fiery yogurt sauce.
Oh, unbelievable.
What is in this?
Okay, it is all vegetables.
It's an English cucumber.
This is Jess's crunchy granola and some summer berries.
Namaste.